Hey, today I'm going to repot this azalea. No, it's a Ruellia, Mexican Ruellia. It is a very fast growing, almost weed. Uh, I've cut this back over and over again, and it since then has grown a very big trunk. Um, yeah, it's a very fun plant. It's not really a tree to use for bonsai. It's very unconventional, but hey, if you can cut it back and it grows, you can probably stick it in a shallow pot and make it work. Okay, first things first. Here is the Mexican Ruellia. It's very pot bound. It's got incredible roots, lots of roots. This is an aggressively growing plant. The reason I like it is because it grows so fast. Um, there's a ton of room for air. It just never gives up. This is where I cut it. You can literally stick this in any type of growing medium, propagating medium, like sphagnum moss, some clay, dirt, just anything you're used to propagating your plants. I call that my propagation station. I just throw random stuff in there and go with it. So we're going to take the soil for this thing, just throw it in this random bucket that I already have because I'm going to mix just a little bit of pine bark for drainage, a little bit more sphagnum moss for moisture retention, and some of the native soil in here already. And I don't really care about messing the roots up on this. It'll probably do its thing anyways and grow extremely aggressively. Yeah, I've actually seen this plant planted on the side of a business once. It was a restaurant. And thought to myself, that's really gonna take off and they're gonna regret planting those. May cut this back so it doesn't, may cut some of these long ones, like this very long one right here, just so that there's no crazy issues. There's two of them. You know what? I'm very confident that it'll bounce back pretty quick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a little haircut underneath. And it really won't hurt it as long as you have some root material left. So I'm gonna have it right here with the roots kind of spread out so that it'll take the shape of the pot it's sitting in. And this will be one that may be repotted more often than a tree since it's a little plant. I'm gonna mix this up. Okay. This time I'm not gonna make the same mistake. I'm gonna place a little bit of soil at the bottom so that the roots don't stick out. Very chunky soil. I'm opting for it because it'll be easier to repot later on when the roots do grow crazy. I really need to wire this. I guess I really just need a thinner wire, but since we have this thick wire on hand, we'll just use a little bit. Doesn't have to be an excessive amount. I mean, but it will hold our plant to its pot. No, that's right. I'm gonna do it like this right here because I have this little wire mesh, and maybe it'll go through. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll throw this like under here, some of the roots under here, so that we can clamp it down. And we're gonna squeeze and tie it like bread. And that should hold our little plant for the most part. Not the greatest. It's just harder to get these little thin roots to hold under this wire, but I mean, it doesn't have to be special. This plant will grow roots extremely fast. Okay, then I'm gonna fill the rest up with this medium. I like these mini pine bark pellets. They're incredibly cheap. I can source them just down the road. That's really what you want to do all the time, is just find what you can in your area that is within a reasonable price. Because end of the day, this doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. However, you can make it one if you so choose. And it's not the most attractive type of soil you can use, but if I had some moss, I would put it on top and make this look a little bit more appealing. Lightly water it now, and I'll probably even trim it a little, make it look a little bit better. Watering can. Random water in the bucket. Stop. This will work. Gonna go ahead and hit it with a little bit of water. That'll let all the little particles out. Now, don't think this will retain too much water, but that's okay because I've known this plant to be extremely drought tolerant. Just clean this up a bit. I'm just going to take the foliage at the bottom, because it's unsightly and I don't really want it. We're just going to clean this up a bit. Yeah, it's one of the more stranger plants to put in a shallow pot. But hey, like I said, if it'll grow in a shallow pot, try it. Doesn't matter what it is. Not all things are going to be suitable, but you might be able to make it that way if you have some patience. There we have it. It's going to grow leaves more so up here, and it'll just kind of keep growing and growing, and I'll just keep cutting it back. And the leaves down here are kind of small. Not really needed, in my opinion. But yeah, thank you for watching.